Morning, Amazon has just announced it's cutting 16,000 jobs worldwide.
Ed, why the change in strategy?
Yeah, closing and shuttering what was already a diminishing footprint, right? There are only 14 Go stores. We have one of them, or had one of them here in SF, and 58 Amazon Fresh stores. And as you point out, that real estate gets converted to Whole Foods.
Doesn't it feel like Amazon just sucks now? You go on to buy something simple, a USB dongle, a mini blender, a portable fan, and what shows up? Overpriced junk from China that looks perfect in photos but barely works out of the box. The kind of stuff that makes you wonder why you even bother shopping there anymore. Amazon wasn't always like this. It started as a game changer, the largest online bookstore in the world. They promised convenience, variety, and speed. You could order a hard-to-find book and have it at your door faster than ever before. The shelf space problem in real-world bookstores didn't exist online. And suddenly, people were hooked. Fast forward to today, and that same platform feels flooded. Over 2 million third-party sellers compete for attention, and around 70% are basically dropshippers. Most of what you see? Cheap, generic products marked up hundreds of %. Amazon's marketplace has quietly turned into an overpriced version of Temu, and it's not hard to see why. But how did we get here? And why is Amazon letting this happen to the platform that made it a $1 trillion empire? Amazon's origin story is almost too good to be true. In the late 90 seconds, Jeff Bezos launched a platform that could sell any book, anywhere, to anyone. Physical bookstores had a limitation: shelf space. If a book didn't sell, it took up room that could have gone to something more popular. Amazon didn't have that problem. Their inventory could exist digitally, allowing customers to choose from thousands of titles that physical stores couldn't stock. This wasn't just convenient, it was revolutionary. Amazon introduced fast shipping, easy returns, and the one-click checkout, a feature so simple yet so powerful it changed e-commerce forever. By 2000, Amazon had become the go-to destination for books online, and soon after, it expanded into almost every retail category imaginable. Even then, Amazon wasn't carrying most of the inventory. They acted as the middleman, connecting buyers to suppliers. Technically, it was a form of early dropshipping. But unlike the chaotic, cheaply marked up dropshipping we see today, Amazon's early model was clean, reliable, and built around customer trust. This trust, along with convenience, laid the foundation for the empire that would dominate nearly 40% of US e-commerce today. But as Amazon grew, something changed. The focus shifted from customer experience to maximizing the marketplace. More sellers entered, competition intensified, and suddenly, the platform that once prioritized quality and reliability began to feel like a digital flea market. So, what happened? How did Amazon go from being the trusted, convenient platform to, well, this? The answer lies in the rise of third-party sellers and dropshipping. Today, Amazon hosts over 2 million small and medium sellers, and roughly 70% are independent third-party sellers. Many of these sellers don't actually make anything, they act as middlemen. They source cheap products from Alibaba or AliExpress, mark them up 10-20x, and list them on Amazon as if it's premium merchandise. Take a USB dongle, for example. On Alibaba, it might cost $0.80. On Amazon, you're paying $15.20. Looks fancy in the photos, works for a week, and then dies. That's the reality for thousands of products, from mini blenders to phone holders, leggings, and tech gadgets. Now, you might think dropshipping is easy money, and to some degree, it is for the sellers who know what they're doing. But the reality is more complicated. There's a product cost, shipping, Amazon referral fees, seller fees, and most importantly, advertising. Paid ads have become essential. Every click costs money, sometimes $5, $10 per click on high-demand products. Suddenly, that $0.80 dongle now needs to generate hundreds of dollars in sales just to break even. While most sellers are barely scraping by, Amazon is winning big. They make almost nothing from the actual product sale, but ads, that's a goldmine. In Q1 2025, Amazon's retail revenue was $126.4 billion, but income from sales was under $7 billion. Advertising, $13.9 billion, with profit margins of 75-80%. That's more profit than the retail side and almost rivaling AWS. The end result? a marketplace flooded with overpriced, low-quality products. Shoppers are frustrated, trust is eroding, and while dropshipping gurus continue selling courses promising easy six-figure income, most of the actual money is made teaching others to do what they just did, not selling products themselves. The system incentivizes cheap, generic products and flashy marketing over quality and customer satisfaction. And because Amazon has little control over the quality of its third-party sellers, shoppers are often left disappointed. So, what's the fallout from all this? If Amazon is flooded with cheap, low-quality products, why do people still buy from it? Convenience, prime shipping, habit. But the cracks are showing, and it's revealing something surprising. Physical retail isn't dead. Despite the boom of e-commerce, online shopping still accounts for just 24% of total retail sales in the US. That's far less than many predicted, and that number has plateaued. People are realizing that for many products, it's actually cheaper and more reliable to shop in stores. Think about it. When you buy a USB dongle, a mini projector, or leggings in a store, a huge chunk of what you pay actually goes to the product itself, not ads or inflated margins. Quality is easier to check, returns are simpler, and there's no waiting for shipping. Retail chains like Costco or Target offer a fundamentally better value for everyday items, sometimes at half the cost of Amazon's overpriced versions. The rise of dropshipping on Amazon has exposed a flaw in e-commerce. For years, everyone thought online stores could completely replace physical shopping. Showrooming killed chains like Toys R Us. People would browse in store, then buy online for cheaper. But over time, it turns out convenience alone isn't enough. People want trust, reliability, and quality. They want a product that actually works when they buy it. Even Bezos saw this coming. Back in 1997, he admitted that Amazon's model could be copied over time. What mattered was brand trust. McDonald's was copied countless times, but the brand endured, and the same goes for e-commerce. The companies that will win aren't the ones flooding marketplaces with generic products. They're the ones building brands people can rely on. This is the cruel irony. Dropshipping has made Amazon's marketplace less about Amazon itself and more about whoever can exploit it fastest. For consumers, it feels like a race to the bottom. But for savvy sellers or competitors who prioritize quality and trust, this is a massive opportunity. Physical retail, specialized stores, and strong brands are starting to reclaim territory that many thought was lost forever. Amazon's story today isn't about innovation. It's about scale, exploitation, and ads. And in the process, they've created an opening for others to do better by doing what Amazon used to do: deliver value, reliability, and an experience worth paying for. So, what's the fallout from all this? If Amazon is flooded with cheap, low-quality products, why do people still buy from it? Amazon may still be huge, but the cracks are showing, and the market is signaling a subtle shift. Physical stores, niche sellers, and trustworthy brands are finding their way back into our lives. Will Amazon reinvent itself and regain trust? Or will convenience alone no longer be enough to hold its empire together? Only time will tell, and one thing is certain: the next decade of e-commerce won't look like the last.